Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, we've got a very special bottle on the channel. This is the JD 10-year batch number 4. Shout out to my man, Scott. Had it not been for my man, Scott, man, I would not have this bottle sitting in front of you guys. Let's get it.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
I know you guys are probably wondering why Oscar the Grouch is on roids. Shout out to the bakers, man. Troy and Laura sent me this sticker. I am going to be in the Trash Palette Challenge this Saturday, April 12th, 9 o'clock p.m. What is it? I would say 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm trying to get that right. So 9 o'clock p.m. on the East Coast, 6 o'clock p.m. on the West Coast. I am going to be in that challenge, but I want to get into this JD 10. I've got my Baker's Glen here. This is some of Laura's favorite whiskey. She loves herself some Jack Daniels, but this is the new JD 10 batch number 4. Like I said, once again, man, shout out to my man Scott. Had it not been for Scott hitting me up, and I told you guys, he is always in my ear. Scott is always in my ear wanting to know if I want a bottle. He knows that I want anything JD 10, 12, or 14. And I told you guys, I want the new JD 14. I want it bad. But anyway, Scott hits me up and he's like, man, I got a line on some JD 10s. He was like, do you want one? And I like, really, Scott, just don't even ask me next time. Just pick it up, because not only did Scott get it for me at a good price, he got it for me at a great price. We're talking about 88 bucks. So shout out to you, Scott, man. I mean, that is coming in, I believe, under MSRP. So let's get into the nose of this thing. That is banana pudding and vanilla wafers all day long, man. Oh man, the nose on this thing, it is very okay. So the old school bottle of Old Forester 87, that is just bananas and like acetone. This is all of the bananas, no acetone. The nose on this thing is just heavenly, man. All right, let's get into the palate. I am not shocked. I am not shocked. The reason why I'm not shocked is because I don't know if you guys, how long you guys that are watching have been following the channel. I did a blind with JD 10 and JD 12. And I believe those samples were provided by my man Dave V. If they weren't, they may have been provided by my man Brad. I should have looked at those videos before I shot this. But I shot the blind and I was leaning towards the JD 10. And in my mind, I was thinking, no, this has got to be the 12. I was thinking it's more flavorful. I was thinking that it has more barrel char influence. It had more of an oakiness to it. But man, I got to go back in because I started rambling. Didn't give you guys the tasting notes. Let's go back in. Cheers. Banana pudding. Banana pudding, you get this graham cracker that I tend to get in Jack anyway. You get this like these vanilla wafers. All of that transfers over to the palate. Then across the back of the palate, that's when the char really hits you. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Does it have the meatiest mouthfeel, the oiliest mouthfeel? Thanks for checking out the channel. Now I would love for you guys to go over to bourbondropstore.com where you can get this amazing heavyweight hoodie as well as the black Bourbon Drop tee. Don't forget about the blog. I've got recommendations for all whiskey drinkers from 80 proof all the way up to 130 plus. So you've got beginner, intermediate, and experienced bourbon drinkers. Don't forget about the Bourbon News as well, because you can catch some of the latest bottles and what their mash bills are, their prices are, and what their notes are supposed to be according to the manufacturer. Now, I've got my different notes. You guys also keep an eye on the channel, because bottles that you see up here will be coming soon. Check out bourbondropstore.com, link below. No, but it's good. It's like, it's in that medium range. I would never call this thin, but it's in that medium range, but I'm not sitting here like it's super oily. Also, the finish is a little quick. Okay, so put it this way. The flavors hang around, you sip them, they're gone, they're good. The only thing left on the finish is the char, and that's it. Like, it comes and it goes. It's got this really medium, nice, like, mouthfeel. Flavors are there, then boom, it kind of drops off. But then across the back, that's where you get all of the char. This is a really good bottle. This is a really good bottle. I've got to go back in because I love that banana note on the nose, and I want to see if I can pull anything else out of the nose and the palate. All right, back into the nose one more time. Yeah, that banana note has just become so pronounced, man. That is one of my favorite notes to get out of a whiskey. Now, shout out to the Whiskey 6. At the time of filming this, we will have already went live. If you don't know, we go live twice a month. Nancy Fraley actually chimed in on one of our lives, and she said that banana note is due to a stressed yeast. So forgive me, Nancy, if I'm misquoting you. So I don't know. We'll have to get more information from her, but stress all my yeast. I mean, because I love that banana note. All right, back into the palate. A little bit of banana, caramel, and honey meshed together now. That is banana pudding, caramel, honey. Like I said, it drops off for me though. It's got this medium mouthfeel, but it hits the mid, all of the sweetness, and then the sweetness just goes away, and then you're left with this barrel char. This is a really good bottle, man. Let's get into the breakdown. So, is it worth the chase? I am going to have to say yes. But, okay, like the good judge would say, asterisk. All right, so it's worth the chase, but it might not knock your socks off, man. This is a great bottle. This is a very great bottle. Have I had things better, especially in this price range? Yes. As a matter of fact, let me cut this because I got to get the ABC retail price. So what I was thinking was right. It is $89.99 for 700 milliliters. So yeah, it's $90, and that's pretty much what I was thinking it was. $90 is a lot. It's a lot for something that has a lot of banana notes. Like I said, banana pudding, vanilla wafers, a little bit of graham cracker, but then it just kind of drops off on the tail end for me, and then you're just left with barrel char. So is it worth retail? Oh man, I put this in the same category as the 1924. The 1924 is good. It is very good on its own. If you saw the blind that I did, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. But look, I'm going to give you the results. The Early Times Black Cap beat it. I'm sorry. But on its own, it is a great bottle. Is it worth the $120 that I spent on that bottle? No. This Jack I paid $88 for, out the door. That was $88 plus, I mean, that was with taxes out the door, $88. So I actually came in under the Virginia ABC. So is it worth that? I'm gonna have to say no, man. I've got to be honest. I've got to keep it real, man. I cannot say that this is a true $90 bottle. I told you guys before, once you start approaching that $100 category, it has to be special. Is this good? Yes. Is it special? No. I really need to do a blind with this and the older 87. And the 87 might fall behind because the 87 is lower in proof. You add a little bit more water, you start to lose flavor. And I probably will be able to tell the difference because the 87 is very acetone heavy. All right, anyway, so who is this for at 97 proof? Let me check just to make sure. 97 proof. At 97 proof, I would not hesitate to give that to a beginning bourbon drinker. Like, I would give this to a beginning bourbon drinker. I would give this to an intermediate bourbon drinker, and I also think an experienced bourbon drinker would also be just as happy with it. This is a great pour, great flavors. I just struggle with the price. Will it always be on the bar? So I know I said it's not worth the price, but at the same time, I want to back up. So Scott hit me up, and Scott was like, man, I've been seeing pictures where people have been saying that they're dropping in Alexandria today. I was not that far from the store that he said that some person posted or whatever, and I probably would have picked up a backup. So look, I'm saying it's not worth the price. This is so hard, man. This is so hard because what's worth it to some of you might not be worth it to some others. So I don't think it's worth the price, but I would love to have a backup. I would to have, because they are so hard to get, man. It's a great pour. 10-year-old Jack. I am a huge Jack fan, as you can see. But will it always be on the bar? If I can get my hands on another one at a reasonable price, I probably will. And with that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you head into a drop. Till next time.